Hello everyone and welcome back to Roy on Rescue. I have a couple minutes here. I wanted to touch base with you and remind you that it is that time of year and frostbite is a distinct possibility if we get caught out in the elements, and if it's as cold where you are as it is where I'm at, it would not be very hard at all to get frostbite, which is permanent tissue damage to your skin or deep tissues because of long-term exposure or some really cold temperatures that have affected your fingers, your toes, your nose, your cheeks, your ears, and has caused some problems. Just wanted to refresh your memory a little bit about this. Remember, though this isn't really, I wouldn't say this is the consensus. One easy way to look at the different levels of being affected by the cold is to maybe look at it like a first, second, third degree burn, but in reverse. But in reality, it actually kind of acts a little bit the same way. Frost nip starts out with some pain, obviously. We feel that on our cheeks and our ears, our fingers, when we're out in the cold and we aren't dressed appropriately. From there, it goes into a frost nip, what I would call like a second degree burn, which is where you might even get a blister. This is probably superficial damage. Lord willing, you can heal from that. Third degree burn is full tissue, frozen tissues, and this is where we're going to run into some serious problems. It could cause permanent tissue loss. It usually means that the fingertips or the tips of the nose or the ears or whatever's been fully frozen usually has to be amputated. So that's not good. And by the time it gets to deep frost nip and frostbite, we usually can't feel it anymore, and so therefore we don't even know what's happening until it's too late. So recognition of the pain, exposure to the cold is your first line defense to know, look, I didn't dress appropriately, I got to get out of the elements, or I've got to get my skin covered. Any way you can, that's the best way to do it. Prevention is better because you can prepare by getting the gear on first. Secondly, if you do have some types of injuries occurring because of the elements, getting that exposed skin out of the exposure, so tucking your hands up underneath your coat or your shirt. We don't rub frozen tissues together if it's already frostbitten, which means it's fully frozen. You'll know that because it's ice cold, it's hard, and you can tell that the limb is frozen. We do not rub those anymore. In fact, we don't even start rewarming any of the frozen tissues until we know that there's no risk of refreezing the tissues. So once frozen, leave them frozen and walk on them. Get out of the woods, get out of the stranded car, and get to a place of safety before you try to start rewarming if they're already frozen full thickness in a frostbite situation. It's a bad situation, but again, you can live without fingertips and toes. You can't live if you go into hypothermia and die. So prevention is going to be the best cure here. Getting hand warmers, feet warmers, dressing for the elements, being careful to pack a bag and throwing it in your car or on your snowmobile as you're going out. Knowing that this is a possibility is always good. I hope this helps. Keep it in the front of your mind. Keep on rescuing, and until next time, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.